Welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the love reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the month of February 2019. I hope that you enjoyed your general forecast for the month and that you're enjoying both your general and love readings for your sign. If they're not resonating, check out your Moon and Rising sign readings for additional messages. Sometimes those are more helpful. All right, so love and romance for Libra, February 2019. Love, romance, Libra. Oh, that's super flipped. Don't be worried, little Libras. I just saw that little Nine of Swords flip over. Get out of your heads. Easier said than done, but it's not doing you any good. We'll see if it shows up in your 9-card spread today. Love messages, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, February 2019. Love mess. There it is again. Not kidding. That literally flipped over twice. All right. Well, you're torturing yourself, but that's not doing you any good. So don't do that. It's not nice. You wouldn't do it to somebody else, so don't do it to yourself. That's a message for at least one Libra out there. Be nice to yourself. Love. Libra. There we go. All right. All right. So the center column. Oops. You know what? I almost didn't split my deck. Voila. Center column, you, the situation, your partner. Left column is you, right column is your partner. Your Lover's card and the Chariot card both came up in your general reading. Maybe give that a little watch. See if any messages are helpful for you there. Move that back a tiny bit. All right, great. So as I always do, I'm going to just look at the outcome cards here. Of course, they're centered with the Chariot, which is of the nature of your issue, rushing into something, a victory here. Make sure you're not tricking yourself or somebody else, and make sure someone isn't willing to pack their bags and walk out of a situation, because there is a great deal of, there is a challenge between the two of you right now, and that is the meeting of the hearts, right? Both of your challenge is heart space, soulmate connection. That's your challenge. Perhaps it's simple as this. The person that you're with right now isn't supposed to be with you. And if you're having, anxiety or sleepless nights over it, maybe it's just time to sort of wrap your head around that and do what you need to do about that, because I don't think you should be torturing yourself here or tricking yourself. A big decision is yours to make. Like your desire, you don't want to have to make a decision, but you do have to make a decision. And they need to see this crumble, and either they're forcing your hand, right? You got to be the bad guy. You're going to break up, which is crappy, but a lot of people do that. If that's the case, call their bluff. Call their bluff. Because it looks here as though they're emotionally ready to walk. And do you want to be that involved with someone right now who is emotionally ready to walk? Maybe it is your soulmate. It's just not right now. Maybe they don't have to give you, they can't give you what you need or want, or vice versa. So that's what I'm seeing generally when I'm looking at everything here. Here, beginning with the current state of the relationship, is the language of love is necessary right now. A lot of compassion, okay? A lot of compassion is necessary for the both of you in order to get through to one another. And I think that you're capable of this, right? And maybe this is even how you've gotten this far, but it's almost like a truth needs to be told here. I know this isn't the Ace of Swords, but, this is your own heart. This is your pure heart, and this is what they have to offer. So I think that you could, okay, because these are your challenges, though, maybe someone doesn't want to give it for whatever reason. I mean, do we need to figure that out? That's up to you. But, do you need to figure someone else out and their motives and their reasons? I mean, or do you just take something at face value and then trust yourself? So I do think there's a great deal of love that is either existing or there's potential here. You could even be speaking the same language. You could be the same sign. You could be the same something here. Have the same outlook. Have the same needs. Have the same immediate desires, for example. But I feel, and of course you can see this Lover's card right in the center of you here. It's like someone's putting someone to a test, but why? Why, I would ask, right? And not just like a regular test, like, I don't even know what that means. What's a regular test? You know, if you have a crappy day and you come back and you're just like, look, I wasn't myself yesterday. I had a crappy day. I'm really sorry that doesn't happen often. That other person can say, look, I have crappy days too. I'm glad to know that's what your crappy day looks like. Here we are. We're still here. We're strong. You apologize. Let's move on. Okay, that's a test. That's a normal test. People have that all the time. But that's natural. That's organic. And then there's putting someone to a test. That's not organic. That's not even cool. Okay, but there's a vibration here that somebody's doing that, and the Seven of Swords, which is the gambler, is in your column. So don't create an environment where someone's going to call your bluff because they're going to walk. Okay, so, and by that I just mean ultimatum. So let's just go back to. Let's go in order here. I just don't want you taking advantage of somebody else because you're immediately getting your needs met when there's a long-term view that isn't going to work out and you kind of know it. Or I don't want someone doing it to you because as we all know, Libra, that's just sincerely a waste of time. It's just a waste of time, right? And there's all sorts of movies out there that you can watch if you need that much drama in your life, but you got to ask yourself some questions around that. You know, what kind of relationship do you want? What do you want it to look like? What does it involve? What are the roles? What role do you play? What are the conditions? That type of thing. Because like I said, I think that you guys have something in common at the very least, right? But it's either not being shared or it's just not the right time. Here with the Lovers is the your partner's current position. Yeah, they're straddling a fence here. What do they think they want? What do they really want? What's in their heart? And then, of course, the nature of your issue is rushing forward, victory, success. Maybe just someone's moving a little bit too fast for you, or you're moving a little bit too fast for them. Don't force something here. Even if you can, okay? Even if you can. All right, here in the desires. Your desire is decision making. I either want a decision made for me or I want this to be easy. Well, you can help yourself out here. I wouldn't rely on your partner at this time because their desire is for a complete crumbling of what is. Something's not good enough, right? And it's not you. It's not you. Don't internalize that. It probably has nothing to do with you, right? Other people, it's all about them. And then you're all about you, right? And then if you try to absorb other people or, become codependent or create space for that, it's permanent letdown. You're going to permanently be let down. So, rise to the occasion, really help yourself out at this time. Rely less on what the partner wants or says or does. Really make your needs and wants known and come from a really honest heart space here like we have. Like your challenge is to come from this really honest heart space. And this is very humbling. This is very humbling because this is source. This is purity, Libra, purity. So, and they have it too, right? Their challenge is, they have a similar challenge, which is to be the soulmate that you need to match your cup, to meet your intensity, meet your emotional equivalent, etc., right? But this is a challenge for the two of you right now. For some reason, there's a sticky situation. And here's where we're looking at the trickster. The Seven of Swords by itself is, it's a few things. So it's the independent thinker. I'm going to go my way, you go yours. I'm going to think for myself. It's actually an extremely strong energy for a minor arcana card. Seven's really in terms of numbers within tarot, however, mean a reassessment. So I really think it's a nice time to perhaps reassess how you're thinking about the situation, thinking about maneuvering within it, thinking about perhaps trying to control it. Because like I said, if you create an ultimatum this month, someone's going to say, you know what, this is emotionally taxing for me, it's not worth it. So just beware of ultimatums at this month unless you're prepared for someone calling your bluff. Otherwise, get to the heart of the matter, control yourself, not the situation, not the other person. We have a really nice reminder to get to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You really have to be humble about this right now, Libra, in order for you to get what you need. And that's just the way it is. But you know, honestly, within a love affair, why would you want it any other way? Wow, that was a really bad shuffle. You know, how long is there? Don't you just want to be able to be yourself, right? And not only that, but accepted for yourself. So continue to get to know each other at this time. Even if you think you know each other really well, or even if you think, my God, he knows all my secrets, or she knows everything about me. This isn't about humiliation. This is about humility, which is, I'm fine by myself. I can do it myself. But you know what? I see you in my future, and I'd love for you to love me back. But I ain't going to pretend to be someone I'm not, and I don't want you to lie to me. I mean, it doesn't even have to be complicated, Libra. You just have to come to terms with how you're really thinking about the relationship. How are you thinking about it? If there's any part of how you're coming at this relationship or romance or theme of partnership, and it involves trickery, back up, because that's not gonna serve you in the long run. And and don't let anyone else do it to you. All right, we're going on to 12 minutes. I am just gonna split the deck for you here, and we'll get another card in the interest of time. Let's see, yeah, time to go, right? Time to go. Time to walk away from drama, control, okay? Codependency. And I'm not saying if this is a very strong relationship, a marriage or something like that, I'm not saying you have to separate or anything like that, but maybe it's time to get away from the situation, the way of thinking, the ultimatums, I need just this from you, even though I'm currently not giving it to myself, therefore it's probably not a pure place to begin with. Do you see what I mean? Make sure you're giving yourself exactly what you need before you go looking for someone else to enhance it. I'm going to leave it there. All the best for you, Libra, in the month of February. Comment below. Let me know how things go. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.